Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining. SA, Haley, how are you, love? Good to see you. Good to see you, SA. See if we can get my man Chad Rev up in here. Hopefully, everybody can hear me. Yes, you can hear me because you're good, Haley. I'm glad to see you. Please follow Haley, folks. She is a Diamond Dot artist. Hey, Tonal, what's up, man? Good to see you. Thanks, everybody. We're trying to give Chad a chance to get in here. Appreciate everybody joining us. We're how you doing, Chad? Can you hear me, buddy?
Oh, freezing.
Am I freezing or are you
About
freezing?
it.
There you are. There you are. How's it going, everybody? Thanks for joining us. Yeah, thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate that. Help us get going here. Let everybody know what's going on. What's going on, Dizzy Hippie? Good to see you. Pamela Walsh Arts is in here. Francis, thank you for stopping in. Right now would be a good time to follow each other real quick, folks. There's some pretty
Maybe.
cool people in here. Uh, so, thank
Hey,
everybody
hey,
for joining
hey.
us.
You gonna let me
And
in finally?
you found Again Project Live. We got Chad Rev Art down here in the box. This hanging out with us. He's the co-host. And today we're going to do a lot of
Hey,
talking
hey,
about other
hey.
artists. And we're gonna try to collectively together come up with a list. And we're going to talk about SA Artistry's event that's coming up. We're going to talk about some stuff that Chad has going on. We're going to talk about some mental health stuff. Um, my guest today is Hanson, amazing artist, great dude. There's Eric, the airbrush
Hanson.
artist. Uh, Rick the Muse is in here. You guys follow.
What up,
Make sure you're
Eric?
following everybody. Eric, good to
Rick.
see you, my friend. Hope you're doing okay. Eric, the airbrush artist, is going to be our guest on Tuesday. Um, really looking
Yeah.
forward to that, and I can't wait to talk to that dude.
Rockin' Arts.
That's gonna be amazing. Because we're gonna have some
Yeah,
laughs and we're
that
gonna
will be
talk some
fun.
serious stuff. That's gonna be a good one. Looking forward to that.
Oh, I'm gonna talk some
So
serious stuff, all right.
I know you are. I know you already have. You already have. So today we got on Hanson. Thursday I got Lady Shine scheduled. I still have to do the interview with her on Wednesday. We haven't done the pre-interview yet,
Sure.
but she's scheduled for Thursday, and I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to getting to talk to her tomorrow. And next week is, like I said, Eric the airbrush artist, and then we got SA Artistries is going to be our guest on Thursday. Looking forward to that. Let's get right into it. This weekend, SA
Yeah.
Artistries is going to be in Marietta, Georgia, which is just north of Atlanta. That's February the 10th. That's this Saturday. And her live starts at 5 o'clock. Um, she is going to be at the Heart and Soul Crystal Shopping Gallery there in Marietta. And I hope you'll join her there if you're around. I'm going to be there. It's
Whoop,
going to be
whoop.
one of those showcases, I believe they call it. And she's going to be getting spotlighted in that. And there's my guy right there is going to be her co-host. Chad Rev Art is going to be the co-host. Myself, I'll be there. It looks like Kit Kat's going to be there, and um,
Nice.
yes, sir. And it also looks like your friend that you went shopping with, Chad Keefe, is going to
Oh,
be there.
Keefe.
So I might actually
I
get to
love that
meet the
dude.
famous Keefe in person. Squibs, good to
I'm
see you
jelly.
passing through, buddy. So
Super
yeah,
jelly.
we're going to try to put some things together, make sure we're supporting SA Artistries, one of our crew, one of the people
Yeah.
here on TikTok, one of the artists on TikTok. So um, comments got filtered. There we go. Now we're talking.
Uh-oh, did we?
What's up, Goopy Goop? Good to see you, Goop. Appreciate you being here.
So,
So, SA
First Degree
Artistries
Forge.
on Saturday. We're going to do what we can to support her. Another thing that I'd like to do today is she and Chad have been trying to put together a list of shows that are on TikTok that have to do with the art world, music world, whatever. And I haven't got that information to them yet because well, truthfully, I had other priorities. So what I thought we might do on the show today is get folks to drop the shows that not yet, but get folks to start dropping the shows that they check out on TikTok. And I'll make a list. I'll literally write them down, and we'll start a. I think Chad's going to start a post, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Chad?
I mean, it's like this close to done. It'll probably be put out today or tomorrow at the latest. I went through and I cut up the content that you and I and SA all went ahead and filmed with the chat. What was that, Thursday? I think we did that. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, we shot that content with everybody. If you guys weren't there, you missed out. Can't help you there.
Right on. So
That'll be out soon.
So you'll have the opportunity to drop it, to drop those on that content when it comes out. What we're trying to do is support other people's shows, what other people have going on, trying
Indeed.
to lift up the entire community. For example, we got Rick the Muse is on Mondays and Fridays, and he usually has a pretty amazing guest on there, and he's a pretty amazing dude, and so you can check him out. There's a fellow named Pipes Dreams Art. He does a show on Wednesday night. You can check him out. There's a lady named Nelly Artistic Energy out there. She has a show. Need to check her out. SA Artistries has a show every other Friday night. Need to check her out. So that's what we're gonna try to do. We know Keefe has a show about business.
Yes.
Almost everybody on here has a show about something. So we'd like to make sure we get a list compiled. Together. So that there's something to work off of, so we can kind of be more efficient.
Indeed.
We move. First Degree Forge.
Nice First Degree.
Appreciate you, First Degree.
Y'all make sure to go follow First Degree Forge. Awesome work.
So the guest that we're going to have on today is Hanson, and I'm excited. I'm always excited about my guests, but they always try to bring people from kind of different aspects, different walks of life, and have been through different experiences, and usually it's a damn good artist with some kind of a message, if you haven't picked up on that yet. So today's guest is going to be Hanson. I'm super excited about that. Like I said, Thursday's guest is Lady Shine. She puts on a lot of stuff for poets and other types of artists, and I really dig the way she gets down. So we're gonna have her on. I see Project Zero Art in the chat.
What
I
up?
see a tonal. I see Project Zero. So y'all make sure everybody's following each other. There's some great folks in the chat. I appreciate y'all stopping through. We're trying to put together, an art community. We're not trying to put together the art community, but we're trying to put together shows that uplift the art community, that don't spend all our time talking about ourselves. We spend a good bit of time on these daytime shows talking about other folks. So that's the plan. Right here you see behind me, that is the artwork of Eve's Artistry. This is the artwork of Project Zero. This is the artwork of Project Zero. I have more prints over there that Project Zero sent me.
Yeah.
I also have, I don't want to hurt Chad's feelings.
Here we
I
go.
also
Here we
have-
go.
This is from SA Artistries. This is something she does on every other Friday night. You pick it, she paints it. So we all just kind of pick weird oddball things for her to paint, and she makes it happen. There's an example of that. Here's another example of some of her work, where we have the Grinch fighting Loki on Mars from a dock with the sun and the moon and some cactus stuff. Hey, Spooky Junk, really good to see you. Y'all check
What
out
up?
Spooky Junk. There's some cool stuff over there. They have some
Cool.
interesting stuff.
I'm on it. That looks right up my alley.
Your kind of stuff, Chad, actually, right
Yeah.
down your alley. And they're good friends with our dear friend Dead. So yeah, that's how I came across them. Is Dead sends me their
Very
link.
nice.
So
I
really
shot
good
you
to
a
see you,
follow.
Spooky Junk. Yeah, definitely follow Spooky Junk. That's what we're gonna do today, folks. We're gonna support each other. We're gonna try to support this artist that's got something coming
What's up,
up.
Barbara?
Thank you, Kat. Thank you for giving them a follow. So please make sure everybody's following each other up here. We probably won't get to a whole lot of woodworking. If Esme shows up in the chat, somebody let
She
me know.
is
'cause
here.
Is Esme here today? Esme, drop me, flip me off or something in the chat if you happen to be here, because we're gonna do a little something for you too if you're around. Today we're just gonna make the rounds.
Hey,
We're gonna love on some of our people today.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We've been putting in the work at nighttime, actually knocking out some sawdust, y'all. So I feel perfectly fine not doing a whole bunch of work on our daytime shows today, because at nighttime on our Flow State broadcast, killing it.
Hanson.
It's been awesome.
Thank you, Spooky.
Hanson.
Yes. And since I know S.A.'s driving and she can't see the screen, this is her piece that I'm working on. I don't know if it's going to be done in time for her show or not, but now we're inlaying the one on the bottom. And who actually does inlays on the bottom of a stool? Well, we do, because it's an
Big
art
N
piece,
does.
and it's functional art, and that's what she wanted, so that's what the lady's going to get.
Esme, put your hand up.
She won't be able
Esme,
to defend herself today. Esme, yeah, we need to see you, Esme. Thank you, painting. Thank you so
Poop
much.
emoji will suffice. That's fine.
Eric, my man, Eric. Look, I smile every time I see that.
Esme, there she is. She said hi.
Hey, there's Esme. Okay, folks, here we go. So I got this package in the mail right here from my good friend Esme, and Esme does some crocheting, and let me show you what she did for me. So in this lovely package, I got a note, but it says some really cool stuff, so I'm not going to show you. Actually, she just says some nice things. Just a kind little note. I also, in case I get the sweet tooth, I got some of these there candy canes. No. And let me show you. I took this off already so that I could show you. But this is Esme's logo right here. Is that focusing? Yeah, there we go.
Hey, there you go.
Which I think is a cool looking logo. I love
kind
it.
of.
All right. So this is what she made, because it's cold outside. And she made me a badass. I'm going to have to move my camera so you can see all of it.
There you
Check
go.
it out, y'all. Is that not beautiful or what? Though?
Yes.
So handmade by the Esme. I asked her for a gray hat with a purple pom-pom. And I'll be damned if I don't have a gray hat on my head with a purple pom-pom. So
very nice.
This is absolutely amazing. She does take orders. You could get yourself one. All you have to do is find her in the chat. Well, let's see it then.
It's not here yet. I'm waiting on it. As soon as it gets here, I'll be.
I must have got that express.
I'll trade in my old trusty here for some Esme work.
You know, every chance I get, I'm gonna mess with Chad. You know, every chance I get, I'm gonna mess with Chad over there. Every chance I get.
Every chance.
And yes. So I absolutely love it.
Her order.
It does, in fact, keep you warm. Please ignore the face. That's not Esme's fault. Esme didn't do that part. There you go. There we go. Something
blame
like
God.
That.
I blame God. Look what God did to us, y'all. Look at that. Look what God did to us.
But the hat is nice. The beanie is nice. Right on?
Yeah. Very.
So please support other artists. I do. Do what you can. Some of these people, I just sent them like a vial of blood, and others I was able to trade chips of wood for. So you never know. You never know. You know, hit them up. So that's the other thing. You don't know until you ask, right? So
never know.
Make sure you check. Make sure. Hey, Balin, good to see you. Good to see you.
What's up, Balin? Hey, Esme, maybe next time you could make him one like off of Fat Albert that like covers that dude's face like down to here.
Like Mushmouth? Like old Mushmouth used to have them?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Spooky junk. You need to look at some of my paintings. I just saw your comment there. Yeah, you need one of those hats that come down to here again. Yeah. I hear you. So Esme, it's amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so happy with it. It exceeds expectations, of course, and the work is incredible. And it is a really nice hat. And I didn't have to like sell an arm or anything to get it. It wasn't crazy expensive. So hit her up. That's her friend, Esme, 1687. Check her out. And by the way, if you haven't heard, SA Artistries, our good friend SA Artistries has an event this Saturday in Marietta, Georgia. That's going to be February 10th. She's going live at 5 o'clock.
We hope you'll join us at the Heart and Soul Crystal Shop and Gallery, where there's an art contest going on, and she's a part of it. And I want to commend her for being brave enough to put her art out there like that. It's a scary thing to do, and they're actually making a big event out of it, so that makes it even scarier. And we are going to do everything we can to support Esme. Esme, we're going to support you too, Esme.
That's
SA,
right.
win, lose, or draw, it don't matter to us. We love you. Whatever happens, whether you come in first or firster, it's going to be all right. We
Firstest.
got you.
Win,
Firstest. She
win,
gonna
or
be
win,
first.
you're going to win.
She's going to be firster, or firstest for us. Either
That's
way,
right.
it don't matter.
Well,
and she's
in
not
our
able to
mind,
defend
she's already
herself
won.
today because she's yes. And we're going
She's
to talk
already
a lot
won.
of smack today because she's driving her kids around and she's not going to be able to respond to us. And she
Yes.
normally tell us to quit talking about her, but we're going to talk
That's
about
right.
her today.
We're going to keep doing it until her
And
drive is
Chad Rev
over.
Art is going to be the co-host for that event. You can find Keefe's going to show up there. Kit
Yeah.
Kat's going to show up there. I'm going to show
Oh
up
my
there.
gosh.
And I hope all you nice folks are going to show up there at 5 o'clock Saturday evening and
It'll
support
be
our
wonderful.
dear friend SA Artistry. Today, we have Hanson on, and that's going to get a little heavier. That's
Yeah.
going to get a little heavier. Hey, Barbara, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Hanson is, I'm excited to have him on as a guest because he's been through some things in his life. I can relate to the guy on a lot of levels as far as trying to be a better person, trying to put that effort into being a different kind of man than we might have once been. And the fact that he is courageous enough, and that's the word that I'm going to use, to share his own story so publicly, and be willing to share with other people. I kind of see him on the forefront out there leading, as far as he is no small character in art or in person. He is a formidable man all the way around. And the fact that he is working on being that kinder, gentler soul is amazing to me, and I feel part of that journey. Hanson will be on at 4:15 Eastern time. We're going to bring him. We usually bring our guests on at about 4:15. Hey, also simply good to see you. So thanks, Kat. I appreciate that. Thank you, Kat. Yes, also simply 10 today. Hanson's going to be on at 4:15 today. That's about I don't know, 27 minutes from now.
Roughly. Hey, Danielle, welcome in.
Right on. We're glad you stopped in. We're always glad that you stopped in, Barbara. Appreciate you. Thank y'all for, wow, y'all have already got us past 10,000. Thank you for all the
Oh my
likes.
gosh. Wow,
I never
guys, thank
never
you.
asked for them. Thank you, Spooky. Thank you very much. I don't ask you to do that, and I appreciate you doing it. I would like you to do it, but we try not to bug you with that kind of stuff.
So fair.
And it's worked out for us because y'all are such amazing people. Y'all generally just kind of take care of it. Thank you all so simply. Thank you so much. So
Yeah.
we are really working hard to make this daytime shows that we do. Chad and I both. He has 2 shows on during the day as well. And if you can imagine, that means we're producing 4 shows, 2 on Tuesday, 2 on Thursday, plus the other stuff that we do. And then we actually get to work on our stuff. So
Makes me lay tired.
we are serious about this mission, and we believe in you artists. Hey, Blam, good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. We want the artist community to be supportive of each other as much as possible. I understand everybody doesn't get along. I get that. But we can still support each other. Believe it or not, there are people that roam the TikTok land that aren't my favorite people, but I still support their art. I still
No
want them to be
way.
successful. So
That's right.
you know, the reality is that the art world is already kind of the stepchild. And I'm a stepchild, so I know what that feels like. But so the art world is already kind of treated that way. And if the art world supports each other, we lift each other up and we try to be supportive of each other's events, then that creates more people's interest outside of the art world, which is where we're all trying to sell our stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just my opinion, and I know that everybody doesn't agree with me, but I believe that if we lift each other up, we all have a better chance of getting where we want to be.
Yep.
So I That's right, Eric. A domino effect. Absolutely.
100%, dude.
And I am on this app because of people like Eric, because of people like Chad and Blam and Techie the Kid and Painting at Tiffany's and
Techie,
SA. All of these folks are what drew me
Melissa.
here. I was about to leave TikTok. I'd only been on about a month, and I came across this Painting at Tiffany's lady, and she introduced me to a bunch of folks that are in here right now. And I believe in this community, and I believe that there are some people in here that are doing great things, and I'm going to do every damn thing I can to shine a light on it.
Dynamite
That's
duo.
my
Thank you,
plan.
Melissa.
So I hope that you believe the sincerity in my voice and the effort and the time that we spend to try to put a highlight or to shine a light on some of these amazing people. Um, I realize that I'm not, some big deal or anything, but we can all lift each other up, and some of you are a big deal, and it's okay for me to shine a light on that and let people know.
Yes.
So thank you for stopping in. Please follow each other, and thank you so much for the likes. Thank you for all the comments. Um, Thank you so much, Techie. I appreciate it. But the reason that is working is because of guys like you and
Uh-huh.
Eric the artist and Painting It to all of you folks who come in here, Barbara, every one of you that come in here and kind of look out for each other. Hey, Aaron, thanks for joining us. Um,
Hey, Daytona.
so, look, I am dedicated 100% to this cause. I want to lift up all the artists, even the artists that I think are jerks. I want to lift them up too because they are part of the
Yeah,
art community,
jerks.
and hopefully it will sort itself out, right? So, oh, look, there's
Believe in
another
love
one.
on the
Button
jerks.
two.
We even gonna love
Yes,
on the jerks. You
even going to love on
jerks.
the jerks, whether they like it or not,
I'm
right?
looking at you.
Well,
No, I don't even know. I don't have anybody in mind. I'm just being a jerk.
thank you, Barbara. I appreciate that. We want to do that. And now, I know this is going to be a
Bruton.
sore subject for you. I know this is going to be a sore subject for you, Chad Revart. But I was
Oh.
recently honored with something that it took me a couple days to digest, honestly. And my dear
Mm.
friend, Eric the airbrush artist, actually did a
Oh, that's not a
portrait.
story.
What you got, man?
I was like, oh
Actually,
my God, what's he about to say?
he actually did a portrait, and it wasn't of Chad, it was of me. Eric the airbrush artist actually did a portrait of me. So Rick, if you're still in here, I've only got about 8,699 to go, man, before I catch you. And my beard's still a little short too. But I'm coming after you, Rick the Muse. I'm coming for you. I've only got 8,000 and something to go, man. Watch out.
I may,
And
I may have
and
been
can I
painted
point
by
out?
someone recently.
Can I point out that yes, Chad did get a painting recently. It's right here, but
Mm-hmm.
um, that's how big it is. That's how it's like
That's
size
what
of
she said.
two of my fingers. Chad, it's a daytime show. So
I'm gonna mute myself.
he's a little upset, and I think what's going to end up happening is we're going to put a call out to everyone to start doing images of Chad, so that Chad doesn't get his feelings hurt that Eric the airbrush artist actually did a portrait of me. And
All
any
right,
of you that know us know this is
you
what
heard
we
it.
do. We have a little fun.
You heard it. You guys heard it. That's
So
it.
let me
That's the
bring Chad
call.
up.
That's
Let me
the
bring
call. There
Chad
it
into the
is.
big
We're doing it.
box.
You
Now's
just
your
you
opportunity, Chad, to
bad
defend
plan.
yourself.
Bad
Now's your
plan. Hi,
opportunity to
Melissa.
defend yourself. Come defend
All right,
yourself,
guys.
Chad.
Look. He said it.
Hi,
Let's just
Melissa.
do it. Let's
Let's
just
get
do
it
it.
over with.
I know you guys love me. So,
Did you see those
everybody,
eyes batting?
you
Look at those. How can you resist those little batting eyes?
this is a call out right now. I'm gonna catch you, Rick. I'm gonna catch up with you, Rick the Muse. And we're gonna leave again in the dirt, in the dust. Gotta roll, guys. See you later, Tonal. Listen, you wanna do my
Take care,
portrait?
Tono.
Let's do it. We're starting it today, right now. This is it. Everybody, look at this mug. A face only
Get a
my mother,
screenshot.
and kind of
Get your
somehow my
screenshots
mom
now.
and my
Thank
wife.
you, Atonal. Get your screenshots now. Here, I'll even get one just in case somebody needs one. So be still. Stay still for a second. I know that's difficult. Oh, hold on. Trying to get. Hopefully somebody's getting a screenshot because I'm not. Hopefully somebody's getting a screenshot because it's not
Look,
happening for
the
me.
cat's gonna do one. Twitchy's gonna do one.
Anybody get a screenshot for us? Please
I
get a
only need
screenshot
about
for us.
8,000 of you guys. Oh, hold on. You guys want like
Turning
a...
up the volume, turning down the volume. Still no screenshots. There we go. Now we got a screenshot.
Wait.
Let's do another one. Oh boy. Oh boy. You better hold that pose for a second. It takes a minute to get a screenshot. Stay right there. Don't move. Stay right there. Stay right there. Don't move. Take a second. Stay right there.
Can I breathe?
Stay. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and stay right there. Go ahead. Stay right there. Hold it. Hold that. Hold it. Stay right there. Stay. Keep saying. Stay right there. You're in the big box. We're watching you.
Yeah.
All right. So, there
All
we
right,
go.
here they all come, guys. Rick the
There you
Muse, you
go.
better watch out.
Thanks, Brutton.
Better
Thank
watch
you.
out,
So,
Rick.
if y'all got screenshots, please send them to Chad Rev. Get them to Chad Rev Art somehow so that he can send out his call.
What's up, Santiago?
And,
Too late already done. My belly hurts. Eric, I love you, dude.
Thanks for playing along, Eric. We love you, man. So we don't want to get Chad's feelings hurt here because Eric, the airbrush artist, did a portrait of me, and Chad's used to people doing portraits of him. He's not used to people doing portraits of me. So Chad got a little upset. So I'd like to. I would like to put out an appeal to please settle Chad's heart.
I only need like 8,800 of them, guys. No big deal.
And a big thank you to my brother
Santiago.
On a serious note, though, man, that's one of the coolest things anybody's ever done for me, man. One of the coolest things. Look how much it upsets Chad down there. Like he has reverted to fetal form.
Santiago sat through a tantrum, so I had to.
Yes, Santiago, you with me, bro? You with me? Oh man, John Larson's in here, y'all. Make sure to give our friend John. John, you should be receiving a guitar pretty soon, buddy, or the body of an old beat up guitar anyway. And don't be upset that it's beat up. That's the point. We want it to be old and used and beat up, and we're gonna make it beautiful again, my friend.
Bruton, why you gotta throw that at my face, man?
Melissa.
Look at because I know Eric told me yesterday, Bruton, too, that he hung out with my girl all day yesterday. He was I couldn't tell if he was like trying to be nice and telling me, hey, I was with her, I told her about you, or if he was like, yo, I know you weren't with Jennifer Hudson all day yesterday, but I was.
Yeah, he was. He was
For all
driving
of you
her
just
around.
tuning in, that's my girlfriend, kind of wife. She sent me a hug via somebody else through TikTok, and I took that very serious, so we're in love now.
That's why he's carrying her
See
around
right
in
there,
a duffel
JH.
bag. She's so willing
That's
that he's
right.
got her in a duffel bag.
He said, no, I told her you said hello. Thank you, Eric.
Eric's a
See,
good
somebody
dude.
here loves me.
Eric does
Eric,
love
the
you.
airbrush artist. I love you, Eric.
So, John, the answer to your question is about the guitar is it's from the 60s, and it was given to me by a luthier, and it was beat up, and he gave it to me because I take old guitars like that and restore them to usable form. So that's why it's all beat up, is because that's what we do. We take old stuff and make it cool again.
What up, Gary?
Gary Carves, what's going on, man? Good to see you. That's another great person to follow. Gary Carves right there. Please, follow him. And today, Gary, we're just kind of loving on other guests.
Hey-o.
Painting at Tiffany's, reminding us that we are now 16. It was 17 minutes when she said it. 16 minutes away from our guest, who is Hanson, who is a dude that I'm excited to have on here today because he's been through it. I'm glad that he's still here with us. Let's just put it that way. And the fact that he's working on being a good man is admirable. So let's double band member of the 60. Right on. So, the other thing that we did over the weekend, can you hear that? We figured out how to get music in our nightly shows. How about
There's a
that?
man who walks beside her.
Oh, yeah, here we go. We're moving up in the world.
I wonder.
Took lots of images. Right on, Kat. Thank you. Thank you. So, as a reminder, because we were going to do it because she can't defend herself today because we heard she was driving around in a car. Hey, Twitchy, you know we love you. Hey, Twitchy's husband, you know we love Ash Man. What's up, brother? Good to see you. There's another amazing dude to go follow. The Ash Man makes some incredible
Yes.
art. Absolutely a favorite on here is the Ash Man, no doubt.
Yeah.
He makes these cool little characters and then comes up with these stories, and I just think it's the dope.
They are very cool.
It's dope. Yes.
They are very
Yes.
cool. I've been following Ashman since way before there was a Chad Rev
What's
art
up,
show.
Punky? There's another dude. Punk Rock. There's another dude that always supported, always pulling through. Y'all please give Punk Rock a follow. That's what we're going to do today, folks. Anybody that pops in here today, we're going to try to make sure they get at least another follow or two out of the deal. And
At least one, guys. Come on. Hook them up.
Because we're supposed to be supporting each other, folks. That's what we're here for. That's the whole point of this damn thing. So let's call them out when you see them today. Let's give them some love. Put some shares out there. If you got somebody you know that wants to get shouted out, put a share out there. Get them in here.
Bring them in.
They don't even have to stay. We'll just we'll give them a shout out. They can do a screenshot. There's my buddy Lars right there. Lars is in Norway, taking some amazing photographs.
Nice, Techie. Hey,
right on,
you guys
Techie.
aren't following Techie? Please go do that.
Please do. Please do. That's a lot of the reason we do this is trying to get folks to follow each other, trying to get folks to support each other. So,
Kat is a wonderful, wonderful artist. She just did a Rick the Muse piece that is most excellent. You guys go check out Kat.
Melissa Ann.
Thank you.
Please give Melissa Ann a follow.
Yes.
So, SA Artistries on Saturday, 5 o'clock, will be going live from the Heart and Soul Art and Crystal Shop and Gallery in Marietta, Georgia. And that's going to be on February 10th, Saturday evening, 5 o'clock. If you can, show up in person. I'm going to be there. Keefe, the artist, is going to be there. Kit Kat's going to be there. My main man, Chad Rev Art. I know I give him a lot of grief, but I love that dude. This dude right here, Chad Rev Art, he's going to be the co-host of that whole event for her. He's going to be in the guy in the box all the time. And sometimes she's going to have to talk to the audience or whatever's going on. And I'm supposing one of us, me, Keefe, Kit Kat, somebody will probably fill in, try to help her out. We tried to get Eric the airbrush artist here, but he had important stuff to do. He's driving important people around, and he just couldn't break away. But we tried to
not take his attention away from the road. When
we even sent a recon team out to go get him, but we had to recall him because Eric's our dude and he had stuff going on. So he's got a piece coming out, folks. Now look, he hadn't talked about it. I was lucky enough to get to have a conversation with him, and he shared some of his thoughts. But all I can tell you is it's going to be an opus. This dude's got an idea that's going to be super dope, and it's going to be huge, literally. It's going to be big. So like big in space, like a big piece. So y'all keep an eye on that guy. He isn't just doing portraits of scrubs like me. He's doing actual real portraits of like important people doing important stuff. So y'all please give.
You standing at the curve. Amy Lee's in the house.
Amy
y'all.
Lee.
Amy Lee.
Amy Lee was a guest on the GID project.
Excellent.
Everybody right now, if you're not following Amy Lee, please follow Amy Lee.
My.
Amy Lee, to fill you in, we're spending the whole show today loving on folks. On SA Artistries for her event coming up. On anybody that shows up in the chat that's been supportive or that's been on the show or that would like some support. So everybody follow Amy Lee. Amy Lee, when I did the promo for her, all I could describe her as was she's a badass. She really is.
Amazing.
On a lot of levels, right? She's all that. She's about that, and she can make it happen. So please give Amy Lee a follow. And hopefully she gets at least one follow out of showing up and stopping through for us. Appreciate.
Because we're almost at 25,000K. That puts us on the trending, and I know that old Ginster here won't say anything, but I'm gonna step in and be like, tippity tap, y'all. Let's get in on the next level.
And thank y'all for doing that, because that translates directly to our guest. My hope is that we can
Yeah.
get it to that point. We try to get it to that point for the guests to come on. That way they get as much highlight, as much spotlight as possible. That's really why we put so much work into doing these. And I know today we're just bragging on people,
Sean.
but thank you, Santiago.
Sean's in the house. Another awesome
Sean,
artist.
another
Sean.
great artist right
What
there.
up,
Sean.
dude?
Sean was actually the very first guest on Rick the Muse's show. So right there in that little list, you've got Santiago Art, Sean, Amy Lee, Painting at Tiffany's. I mean, come on, y'all. Come on. It's hard to get any better than that, for real. Now that we now when we start supporting each other, start lifting each other up, start putting petty shit aside, and lifting up the whole art community, everybody in it, like them or not. Then we'll get somewhere, folks. Then we'll get somewhere. I appreciate y'all with all the comments, all the likes, all the follows.
Santiago's going to be on Rick's Friday.
Santiago. So.
Oh, Amy, we love you.
Santiago, is that 7 or 8 o'clock on Friday? I'm on Eastern time, but yeah, you can catch Santiago on Rick the Muse's show on Friday. Santiago was a guest on the Gint Project. He was an amazing guest on the Gint Project.
Thank you,
and
Brian.
if you don't know his work, go check it out. He's a wood burner, but Santiago is trained and has learned a whole lot of different forms of art. He just so happens that he does wood burning, but he's 7 Eastern. Okay, thank you, Sean. Thank you for that very much.
All right, then.
Cool. So,
well, thank you guys. We're at like 27K on the likes, so thank you guys very much.
And
that definitely helps us.
We got our buddy Hanson coming up. If I'm not mistaken, Hanson had his very first podcast today too, so we might ask him about that, or I don't know, we might not. But he's a pretty open book, man. That's the thing about this dude. I really admire the fact that he is so open about his journey, and I think that that'll give hope to some other people that are out there. I think that's an amazingly brave thing to do, is to step forward and say, hey, things haven't always been right for me, and I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to work on that.
I know that feeling.
We could all make that statement, couldn't we? Couldn't we all go ahead and say, hey, we could do better? We could all do a little bit better.
Yes.
Even me. Even me, I get it. I'm working on it. I'm trying.
Definitely you again. Mostly you.
Thank you, Pamela. Thank you so much for stopping in. Please give Pamela a follow, Pamela Walsh Arts, before she heads out. Y'all please give some love to her. Make sure she gets some follows. Appreciate y'all so much.
D. Coleman in the house as well, y'all. Make sure to get D. Coleman, pick it up.
Yes, D. Coleman. Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping through. Please give D. Coleman. Today what we're doing, man, we're just loving on folks. So you got anybody that wants to come through here, wants to get their name in the chat, get a screenshot, whatever, get a shout out, now's the day. Come on through. Trying to make it happen. We got about 7 more minutes, then we're going to bring on the man. But before we do that,
the ambassador of TikTok.
Before we do that, there's another artist in the house that I give a lot of shit to, and I'm going to bring him up right now, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his art, and I'm going to be quiet for just a minute.
Oh, look at that. He pulled a left-hand turn on me. What's up, dudes? How's everybody? What you want me to talk about, Gin? You want me to talk about what I'm working on here, buddy? All right. Actually, you know what? I'll show a couple of pieces off. I'm going to show this one off real quick, since we're talking about the man a lot in here.
Man.
I did my own Rick the Muse piece, and I am almost done with it, guys. This is in bone. It is cow bone. It is ethically sourced, in case you were wondering. So I'll leave it at that, and I'll tell you the story later, since we're going to move on here in just a minute. So yeah, I stepped up and did my own Rick the Muse piece, and I am the first to sculpt and or carve Rick the Muse, and hopefully the only one to ever do it in bone. So yeah, I got a little work left on it, but yeah, there's the back. I kind of left the back natural so far. You guys want a 360 view here? Kind of spin it all around, see what we got going on. Yeah, there we go. That's some Rick the Muse action.
Thank you, Ellie.
So, another thing I'm working on right now. Oh, another thing I'm working on right now is my girl back here. She, if you're new here, let me get you a little better view maybe. No, don't do that. Let's do
Hi,
that.
Ellie. Thank you for stopping in.
Nope. Oh, well, there we go. She is made of scarlet oak. She is the tree trunk of a scarlet oak tree that was just on the other side of the wall behind me and was about to fall through the wall. So instead of letting her fall through here, we brought her down and I brought her in. At the beginning of last summer, I started this piece, and obviously I haven't been working on it day in or day out or anything. I've done other pieces, stuff like that. But yeah, she is scarlet oak. She stands about, well, I'm 5'9", so you can see she's about 5 foot once it's all said and done, maybe a little over. But there's also going to be another addition at the bottom. Cool thing about this old girl is she has a carving inside of a carving that I'm working on. I don't know if you can see my hand disappearing off inside of her torso, but there is a little boy facing the other direction with a lantern in his hand, and that is what I'll just give you a quick show. What do you think?
Awesome,
You guys
man.
want to see it real quick?
Yes.
Wow.
I like the purple
Here we
light,
go.
bro.
Okay, so here's some. Hey,
We
thanks,
got
man.
no camera, man.
You got no camera? Hold on, here we go.
There you go.
You got it now?
Yes, sir.
There we go. Here's her face. And something that people haven't really got to see recently because she's been laying down while I work on her is all the fabric and stuff that I've been working around on the side here.
Oh, man.
This is some flowing, catching fabric. These will be some tree branches later. Right now they just look like silly nubs, but there'll be a tree branch coming through.
Amazing.
And her ribs are still just blocked in because I've been working on the inside and I don't want to break them out. I even have a section, as you can see here, removed so that I can work. I'll put that back on. Over here, it's kind of busted out. Looks like kind of like a hand on purpose. That will actually be a tree branch. Again, I'm not going to break it down too far until I'm done with the inside work. So let's see if I can get you a quick inside look before we're going to bring Hanson in. See what we can find, huh? Oh, there we go.
And Hanson, if you're still here, buddy, drop me a little something in the feed there. Just raise your hand for me so I can
start to
grab a hold to you.
Yeah. There we go. I'm trying to get you guys a view. You can imagine if it's just hard to see how hard it is to do.
Thank you, Panty.
That's some normal light. There we go. Check that out.
Dude, that is so
There,
cool.
now you can start to see he's got his hand up. He's going to have a lantern in it. That's what I'm working on right now. His head's still big because he's still connected at the top on purpose so I don't break him off. There's his hood. There's his butt. There we go. There's another view. You can kind of see his hands going into his hoodie pocket. Again, he's far from done, but I'm working on it. Actually, recently I just added some more ribs in there that you can kind of start to see broken apart and coming through the walls of the chamber. And started working on putting a spine in for her. So yeah, that's what I have been working on heavily. I got a couple other pieces that I'm also working on. Thank you guys so very much. I wasn't looking at the chats or anything there for a minute, so I'm gonna switch her back over to a
I got you,
different
buddy.
color. Hey, look at that.
I got you,
She's got
buddy.
all these different colors in there.
Looks cool, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
I appreciate all the love.
So there's another amazing artist, y'all. You always hear me giving him the business, and you hear him giving me the business. And sometimes people actually get confused and think we're serious because I've been on other people's shows and then been like, yeah, I don't like that guy. And they've been like, well, wait a minute. I thought y'all we're kidding, guys. We're kidding. In fact, if we tease with you, it's probably because we like you. Like Danielle there. Danielle, she's a Bills fan.
Yeah.
It's not her fault, folks. It's not her fault. It's a matter of kind of where she was born. But anyway, there's another amazing artist right there, Danielle. Y'all please go love on Danielle. Give her some follows. Anybody that's not following her, please do so right now. Now, the man that we just brought in the box, Hanson, I'm going to talk about this dude for just a second. I'm really excited to have him on. And I just dropped something. Excuse me. And I'm nervous because
Hanson,
the great Hanson is going to be on here.
I
Hanson,
know,
the
dude.
reason I wanted to have him on is multifaceted. For one, his art is incredible, and we're going to get to see some of that today. So it speaks for itself. He's multimodal. He does. He describes it as throwing the kitchen sink at it. It's mixed media is the actual term, but Hanson here throws the kitchen sink at it. And by the way, he's self taught artist. So another reason I connect. I know self taught is a strange thing because we all learn from YouTube or others or whatever, but we understand what we're saying when we say we're self taught, right? It isn't that we don't give credit where credit is due. It's that we don't have any formal official education in that capacity. So, Hanson started a business a couple years ago, made it official. He's been on TikTok for a couple years, and he does it because he loves it, and it comes across. You can hear it in his voice and the joy that he brings. If he shows up in your live, I've always been glad to see him in mine. So I'm assuming you probably have a similar feel. Most of you have a similar feeling. Another kind of cool thing about Hanson is it's almost the opposite because he can't do art if he's feeling emotional. He puts it aside and so that there isn't emotion in his art. It's just art, and we're going to talk a little bit about that, which is pretty amazing. But another thing that is amazing is that he's even here with us today. He went through some stuff in his life. His family split up. He wasn't able to see his children for a while, and he almost wasn't with us a couple times. So I have a tremendous amount of respect for this man. I want everybody to know that I think the world of him. And if you don't care for him, then you probably don't want to tell me about it. Keep it to yourself, because this is my dude right here. I love this man. I have a lot of respect for this man, and it isn't because of his art. It's because he puts himself out there because he's been through it, and that takes some damn courage. So I'm going to go ahead, if I can, without messing anything up. I'm going to bring my dude Hanson into the big box. There he is,
Y'all
ladies
like
and gentlemen. There's the guy, the man, the myth, and he's got a damn tie on. Y'all, I was kidding with him. I was
Yeah.
kidding with him and told him he better show up with a damn tie on, and this guy
Yeah,
has a
he
tie
showed up
on,
with a tie.
Get your
Hey,
screenshots now,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. Get your screenshots.
The
Sir,
one, the ambassador of TikTok.
the TikTok ambassador, and he is on his backup right now, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right?
yeah, because of
Okay.
the people that don't like me.
So in this post that I made for this very show today, I put both of his handles. So if you would go to that post and follow both of those handles if you're not. Um, so welcome. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for coming on the show. I really appreciate it, dude. It's awesome
Absolutely,
of you to
dude.
do that.
I appreciate everybody again, Chad, everybody that's in the chat. I absolutely appreciate all of you guys. The reason why I am on here is because of all of you.
And I absolutely believe that to be true, man. That's why we call you the ambassador of TikTok, because you did. I was brought. You came to my attention um, before my first show. Actually, I'd seen you out there, and then on my very first show, you ended up in a box trying to help me get stuff squared away. As it turns out, it was impossible for us to fix. It was a TikTok issue, but nonetheless, on day one, dude, you were in there taking swings trying to help out, bro, and I haven't forgotten, and I haven't ever even mentioned that to you, but I noticed. I saw you in there, man, and I appreciate you, bro. The very first day, on day one, you were trying to help us out, man. Is that accurate?
As
Am I am
oh,
I
dude,
telling the truth?
100%. Oh no, you're full.
So
You're full of it, but yeah, you're right about me.
right on, right on. So hey, man, what I like to do, I know this is a heavy conversation, so we try to make the first part of the show kind of light and friendly and all, and so people still have some emotional energy left. But if you don't mind, man, would you please take us through your personal journey a little bit, and then we're going to go through your art journey, and then we're going to see some of your art. But Could you take us through your personal journey here?
Definitely. So I started drawing when I was a kid. Um, I've used drawing as my happy place. You know, the quote, the great Happy Gilmore. Uh, you know, that's where I go to be happy. And when I go there, that's why I don't have emotion in my art, because I cannot have my happy place fucked with. So that's why I do that. So with that being said, art has been the most continuous thing in my life from the day I picked up a pencil till right now. And I got married when I was young. I had kids I had my first child when I was 21. I've worked my whole entire life. I've supported my family, and just like getting touched on, I did get divorced. I do also have mental health issues that I talk strongly about on here all the time. With that being said, my marriage did not work out. It was a mutual thing. It on both of ours. Um, Also, um, when the first year of me being divorced, during the holidays, I did try to unalive myself twice. It didn't work. Fuck it. Thankfully, it didn't work, right? So,
Yes, yes. Thankfully,
so with that being said, I took a good hard look at myself, and I felt like had a better reason to be here. So I had to get my shit together, so I can be right. Um, and I can go into depth all day about it, but um, for the longest time I hated who I was. And after doing some hard dives and doing a lot of work on myself, I can say today I love who the hell I am. And all the stuff that happened in my past does not define, well, it does define what I become, but it doesn't, it's not a continued, it doesn't define me anymore, because also the great Rafiki says the past is in the past. So, yeah. Also another great person. Her name's Amber. She does mental health stuff on Mondays, and she also the podcast that I was just on earlier. Um,
what time on Mondays? Remember by chance?
I wanna say it's like 5 o'clock my time.
So it'd be
And her
1 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah. Oh no 5 o'clock. No, that would be like 5 o'clock, because 9 o'clock is midnight for you guys, for
Gotcha.
Eastern.
Right on. 3 hours.
So
I gave you 4. That's 3 hours.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
So it'd be 2 o'clock.
But she does mental escape Mondays. She was in here. She's a life coach. She's amazing. Um, and I go in there a lot of times and I share my stories in there with everybody. So I don't know where I was going, but yeah,
No, man.
I lost my train of thought.
No, that's all
But
good. You were actually loving on a fellow artist on this platform, is what you were doing.
yeah, there she is, right there, Amber,
There we go.
right here, right here.
So please,
The
folks,
nutrition. Please follow her. She is amazing.
therapeutic nutritionist Amber.
Yes,
Folks, I'm
she
giving
has
you a
mental
follow
escape.
right now. I know
She has
Chad
mental.
has.
She has mental escape Mondays. She also does a show on Wednesdays. And I believe she does a show on Fridays and
Drop your
stuff too.
times in there, Amber. Drop your
That's
times
what I
in
was
the
about to
chat,
say.
Amber, so everybody
Drop
can
your
see that.
info. Everybody can screenshot it.
Yeah, get a screen chat if you can, man. Hook that screenshot up, bro, or painting or somebody on the team there.
Yeah, just
Give
wait
her
for
just a second. Yeah, let's give her a second to do that, man, if that's cool. Thank you for doing that, Hanson. And see, that goes, man, that's what I'm talking about, dude. He's taking part of his time to shine a light on somebody else, because that's how that brother rolls. There we go. Mental Escape Monday, 7 to 9 Pacific Standard Time. 7 to 9 Pacific Standard Time. Mental Escape Monday. Amber.
Yeah, she does amazing. She does amazing work, and overall is just an amazing person. And uh, I I give her mad props to do what she does.
Wednesday from 2 to 4. Cool. Pacific Mountain, Pacific Standard Time. All right, awesome. Thank you for that. Hi, Jewel. Thank you for being in the chat there. We appreciate you.
Oh,
So, go ahead.
the amazing Jewel. She's a hell of a poet. She's her and another amazing poet, Davino, the real voice god. They did a duo poetry a couple weeks ago, and the type of poem that it hit my heart so hard because it really felt like they were in my relationship with my ex-wife all the way
I
to
was
the
there.
end.
I was there, dude. It was dope.
And that poem hit me so hard, and you know, and I was a guy that never would say, "Hey, I love poetry." I fucking love poetry. I
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
love
right on.
poetry.
Yeah, man, I do too. I do too. And I was there. I was there for that. And it started out as this passionate, loving thing in the poem, this relationship between this man and this woman. And you could just see it
Devlin,
deteriorating. Devlin 313. Yeah, she was a guest on this show. She is a badass. She was a guest on this. She was the host also this past weekend for the Saturday Sister Chat show. Devlin
yes, she
313
was.
is another person. Please follow.
Sister Chat, check
I'm
them
so
out.
sorry I missed that, Devlin.
That's on
It's
Saturday at 1 o'clock.
it's because you're Chad. It's because you're the Chad.
I know. It was terrible.
Yes, but Devlin came on and shared her art, and she did it under the recommendation of SA Artistries because we had never had a chance to meet. So I'm really grateful to her to do that, to come on, and yeah, that's an amazing crew over there. We want to support them as well, and you can see they come here to support us. Um, yeah, that was the heavy poetry right there, man, and that was an example where art just struck right at the nerve of life, didn't it? Oh my goodness.
And Lady Shine, she does an open prompt thing on Sundays, and I've been there the last couple Sundays. And when I do get to show my art later in the show, I'm going to show you guys the two pieces that I did for her prompts and stuff.
Uh-huh. She's our guest Thursday, man. She's going to be the guest sitting right in your seat on Thursday.
Right
How
here
about that?
on this seat.
Yeah.
Not this
It may
seat?
be.
Oh,
We
fuck
may be
yeah,
able to
so
arrange that, man.
Be kind to it, you know.
Let's
She's
go.
gotta
Let's
sit
go.
down.
I'll sit in the corner and be like, "Get it, Lady Shine. Get it. Get it."
So one of the things that I see you do on here that I was going to talk about, you've already done. I don't need to talk about it, which is you always promote other people's art. You're always, and here's the thing too. And you said something to me in our interview that struck me, and I'm paraphrasing here, but basically you were advocating that we encourage even people with shitty art. And I agree with that wholeheartedly, right? Not that I am any expert on art, but it's so subjective, and um, it's also one of those things where it's an opportunity to lift people up, and why wouldn't we, right? So,
Right.
do you have any thoughts on
Well,
that?
yeah. So in my opinion, I don't believe there's bad art whatsoever because art is subjective, and who am I to say your art is shit? Because you may think my art is shit, and that's opinion, but you'll never hear that out of me because I don't believe in putting people down when people have different levels of skill. People have different educational backgrounds. I have none, and I do what the hell I do.
Right?
So I will never put down another person's artwork. I will never tell them that their art is trash, that they need to. I may say, it could use some work, but I will never tell anybody that their art is trash and they just that they're no good. because I don't believe in bad art. I don't believe there is a such thing as bad art.
I love that so much, that philosophy, man. Euphoria Arts agrees with. She says, plus I love beginner art. It has some zest, and I would agree with that, right? And if we're trying to build an art community, if we're serious about building an art community, then we have to build those people that are beginners too, right? I mean, would we want to include
E-
that group of people and nurture that?
Everybody, everybody starts somewhere.
Right.
Everybody starts somewhere from a stick figure, and it really irks me a lot when people are like, I can't even draw stick figures. If you could draw a circle, if you could draw a line, you could draw a stick figure, and you could be an artist.
There you absolutely. We have friends like Twitchy who have Parkinson's
Yes,
and and her options are limited day by day, and she's still putting out art. And there's other people on here. I like using Twitchy as an example because I
oh,
like Twitch. I like
if you
because
want
I like
another
Twitchy.
example, there's elephants that paint. There's silverback gorillas that paint, and they actually make way more money than I do selling their art.
Right,
Uh,
right.
way more money. Way more money.
Heard that Santiago. Right, right, yeah, and that kind of puts us in and this leads me to another thing that I wanted to talk about specifically with you, man, because I think you have some insight on this, and not just because I agree with you, but you have this concept that in confidence, you got to have confidence in yourself, and that sometimes comes across to people as arrogance. Now, my smart ass remark is usually, well, if someone is confident in themselves and you see it as arrogant, then that must mean that you don't have a lot of confidence in yourself. Um, and if that's true, then we want to be gentle with that, right? If that's true, if the haters are hating because they aren't as capable, right? Then we want to be careful with that. And I think that I think that there's something to that statement of it isn't arrogance to be confident.
It's
Can
not.
can you talk a
It's
little
not.
bit about how you came to that?
Yeah, I when I was a kid, I realized that I didn't give a shit what people thought about what I do when it comes to art, because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and as long as I'm happy with my art, I don't care what anybody else thinks. And I just recently learned that about myself too. That I don't give a shit what anybody thinks of who I am and what I am. As long as I'm happy with me and I love me and I'm good with me.
You have high standards for yourself. Nobody's going
Oh,
to
I
set
do.
as high standards for you than anybody, right? That's the key.
Right.
That's the thing that isn't ever said. The reason you can say that is you have such high standards for yourself. I feel very similarly. Like I work hard. I try to do a good job, and people want to hate on that. They can just roll with it because I'm gonna keep doing my thing. You know what I
Right.
mean? It is an arrogance, and it is. I can't even go as far as like it isn't that I don't care about them. As you know, and I know you're not saying that. As people on this planet, I mean, like Tupac said, I still want them to eat, just maybe not at my table, right?
Right.
but but the thing that comes across to me is this concept that you have that you are able to. I used to, when I back in the day when I wrote training programs for individuals with disabilities, one of the things that I could do was lend my credibility to their life. So when we went places, I would introduce them as my friend rather than as a client, just as an example, right? And to people that we're talking to, they would treat them as an equal. They would talk to them like they were a friend of mine, as opposed to like if they were in a wheelchair, like you and I talked about today. Um, there are there are it is our nature when we start talking to someone in a wheelchair that we start talking to them in the same voice that we talk to someone who's a child. And I've heard that over and over and over again from people that are in wheelchairs that for some reason it makes people think that they, are 10 years old again. And that is just an example of the point that you're making. I think it's a real world example of how we can lend our credibility to other people's confidence. Because what I would see is when we would go places and they would start entering a room with a little more confidence because they weren't seen as a client, they were seen as an equal, they were seen as a friend. So they got treated accordingly. And you really advocate for that. And that really struck me because I think it's a really effective thing to do.
Yeah, and I've done it time and time again on this app. I hear people put themselves down as artists. They say that their stuff's not good, and I will pump on their goddamn nexus until they fucking believe it. You know, don't ever come in a room where I'm at and say you're no good because I will hop on that so fast, and and I will prove them wrong because everybody is great at what they do in one form or another, skill or whatever, doesn't matter. They are great at what they do one way or another, and that's where I come in because I like to let people know that they are great. I'll give you an example. Crimson Rose, I don't know if she's in here. She sold 3 pieces yesterday, and she came into my live and she told me, and then she got more commissions on top of that.
Nice.
And I was so fucking thrilled for her because having that feeling of selling something that you've done, that you've created, and then getting more commissions on top of that because of how badass you are, it's like smoking crack.
Crimson, he's talking about you. She came into the room while you were saying that.
Crimson,
Literally in the middle of you talking.
Welcome, Crimson. Everybody give
Hey.
Crimson Rose a follow, please. If you're not following Crimson.
And and that's what I want to hear. I want to hear about your guys's, I want you guys to fucking bombard my page with all your videos, with all your posts. I want to be so fucking tired of fucking clicking on videos that I got to go get like 10 Red Bulls so I can keep going. You know, and then you guys hear that I don't sleep. It's because I want to be in all your guys' courts. And it's not that I do sleep. You know, I'm not
I witnessed
robot.
it. I witnessed it.
I slept. I was on live this morning and I was sleeping while somebody was tattooing. So I do sleep. But I was asleep in my own life.
Yeah. While other people were there was a tattoo artist in the live too in a different location.
Why my friends were holding down the fort so I could sleep because they know I don't sleep.
Yes.
Oh man.
And that's what I mean by amazing people. Those are the people that I hang out with every goddamn day, that I look forward to when I do wake up. That I get to come on this platform and hang out with every single one of you. And I say I run these streets. I really do run these streets because I want to support all of you as much as I can.
Man, I love
truth,
this dude,
man.
y'all.
That's true. Hey, Chad. Hey,
Yes,
Chad.
sir.
Why don't you go ahead and do your part here? You got something?
Do my part?
Do your part. I know you got a question, man. I know you got something to say. A question,
Man,
a comment, or something.
I've just been sitting back enjoying Hanson being here. Like, this is no joke. Like, if you guys aren't paying attention, this is the human culmination of what Gunn and I are here for. That is straight up what you're looking at, what you're listening to is the human culmination of what we do. We are here to love on other people. We are here to lift other people up. And we are here to support other people because we believe that the human species needs to be picked up. What's up, dude?
My boy Davino, the real voice God. That is my brother.
He was just talking about you, Davino. He was just talking about you, bro.
This dude has one of the sexiest voices on this fucking planet, and this man receives so much hate for his blessings that has been given to him. And I refuse that when I heard that the first time I met him, I was absolutely beside myself because how can anybody treat this man because of what something was given to him? Yeah, I'm not a huge religious person, but he was gifted and he's amazing. And that man, I absolutely love him and everything he does.
Right on, man.
Very nice.
So please give him. Like I said, I heard that piece that he did where he was the male voice in that exchange, and it was a beautiful piece of work, man. It really was. And y'all, please give Davino
Already
a follow.
friends.
Yeah, I'm definitely already following him, but
Yeah, we're already friends.
he's a good dude, and I don't know him personally, but I do know his art. I've witnessed it, and I've witnessed how it impacts people. And look, man, if they're gonna hate on him for that, he's in the right place because we love him here. We- we-
Yeah, I can't. I could not fathom hearing that somebody was hated because of their voice and how sexy his voice is.
yeah, his voice ain't
Yeah,
no joke.
like I absolutely love this man.
And he's a poet. It ain't just the voice. It's the thought behind. It's the thought behind
Yeah.
the voice, as you know.
Yeah,
Dude
and
is a giant. He really is. He's a giant. He's a giant. No kidding, for sure. Absolutely. Tell me this, man. You said you don't believe in bad art. You said to me that you've never thrown away a piece of art that you were creating, that you always managed to get to the end with it. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Because that's the first time I've ever heard anybody say that.
I don't throw away anything. I've always completed everything I've started because I don't believe in giving up on myself, and and like I said, I don't put out bad art, so I'm not about to give up on myself. I will fix it. Yeah, there's been some pieces that I've been thoroughly frustrated with, and I've had to take a step back, but there's not a piece I've never finished. And I'm not about to start that now. Giving up on myself on what I do because I don't do bad art.
Right on. Right on. And I know you don't. So, hey, since we're talking about your art, is there any chance we get to see some of it today? Before we do that, is there anything that I haven't hit on that you would have liked to have talked about that I missed, that I made a mistake on?
No, but I would just like to give a shout out to a few people,
Of course.
that have been instrumental in pretty much my journey and stuff. And that's Colors and Clay work. That's Hayate Quinn. That's Sticklefink Forever. That is Ellie. That is Spurs. That is Amanda Panda. That is Heather. Hayate Quinn's husband Jeff. My boy Aaron. Those people have blessed my life in so many different ways, and you know, they're the kind of friends that hold you accountable. You know, they you know, if I'm on, you know, if I gotta call somebody, you know, they're picking up a phone.
Right on.
And likewise with them. I wouldn't know what I would do without those people in my life.
Right on, man. You know who else answers phone calls, bro? You know who else answers phone call? I've experienced this personally. You do. Absolutely. He picked up my call this morning. I had to go over something with you that I forgot to cover, and you actually picked up the call right out of the gates, man. So I appreciate you live what you talk, man. You actually walk the walk.
My phone number's in my not this account but my other account. My phone number's in there. If anybody's going through something, you need to shoot the shit. You need to talk about something. It doesn't have to be business. It doesn't have to be mental health. If you need someone to talk to, my phone number's in my bio. I will pick up the goddamn phone.
He will. He will do that for sure.
Awesome
And,
human.
Absolutely. Please, guys, there's some amazing artists all the way from Amy Lee. There's poets in here. Crimson Rose. Please follow
Heartless.
each other if you're not. Heartless is in here. If you're not
Nice.
following Ellie, Dark, Santiago, Theory Radio, y'all, is trying to do some big stuff. Y'all give Theory. See, there's
Chris
another
Twilight.
example.
Chris
There we
Twilight,
go.
right there.
So
What's up,
The man,
right
the myth,
here,
and the
guys.
legend.
Well, let's take the opportunity. Go ahead and hit those people, man. Keep hitting them so we can make sure that they get some recognition.
Let's see. We got Devlin, we got Amy Lee, we got Chris
Y'all
Twilight.
put your hands up. As he says your name, put your hands up.
Ellie,
Yes.
we got Eric.
Roll call, folks. Eric, the airbrush artist.
Put your hands up, y'all.
Everybody that's out there. Balin, all of
Jackie
you
the
guys.
Kid.
All of you guys.
Thank you.
I thought it was Santiago.
My boy Freddie, he has a really big head, but I love him.
Freddie
really
got a
big
giant head. Big head Freddie.
Freddie got a really big head, but I love that man.
Freddie, put your hands up so I can add you.
Matter of fact, Freddie is my wood burning mentor. I started picking up wood burning, and I found him here on TikTok when I first got on here, and he's helped me out so much in my experience in wood burning, and I can't thank him enough for that, because he's another person on here that is very selfless. If you need to you need some help with some art, that motherfucker, as big headed as he is and short,
Freddie said his regular size.
he will take the time to help you. You know, and I can't thank him enough for the support he's given me in the time that I've been on this app. And so, if you guys, I know everybody follows Freddie, you know, it's because of his head, not his skill. It's the head. It's the head.
Freddie!
But,
that's our dude, man. That's our
Someone
But,
was in there
um,
taking
I-
up for Freddie, saying his head was regular size.
well, they
man.
haven't seen it all the way on the screen then. You know, because I know the camera adds 10 pounds, but it's well needed. It's well needed.
It's all in the skull.
Oh, Freddie. It's all there, Freddie. It's all there.
And if you don't know, Freddie has a hat line with his logo, with his business logo on it. They're $25. If you guys want his merchandise, go hit him up. And he also has a website too. I don't know what the website is, but I know he has one.
Are they normal size hats?
Are they
they're
all
regular-
coming
they're-
extra large?
No, they're regular sized people hats. You know, like, I have a big head too. They're adjustable on the back. They're adjustable.
Oh, okay.
You know, for us big headed people.
It's Santiago.
Well, no, dude. Okay, this man, like I saw the other day, he was like this. I was like, bro.
Meanwhile, my dude shows up with a tie on today, man. My dude showed up
Hey,
with a tie
I wish you would
on.
have told me.
Look.
I would have dressed for the
brother.
occasion, man.
Gin told me that this was the kind of show that it was. So I grabbed the only tie that I had, and I had to dig for it. But I was like, you know,
You fly, man. You looking fly, my brother. I love it. You looking fly. Well, hey, man. Let's get a look at some of this art you did, man, because I want to make sure that we get to that, man. You've been
all right.
You've spent your time on your show loving on other people. Let's love on you a
Dressed
little
for
bit.
success.
Theory of Radio, man. I dig what you do. Just so you know, I appreciate you out there doing your thing. I saw
Come
you
on.
on. I saw you this weekend.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it rolling with not about me. This is one of my friends, Prince, Hayate Quinn. She's a marvelous artist, and she is absolutely wonderful. She's been through some rough stuff earlier this year, and I absolutely love the hell out of that woman. But this is one of the writer's prompts that I just did from Lady Shine's event. It was Last Word, and the line was, "I said what the fuck I said," and I did this in about an hour.
Wow, man.
While I was live with them, while they were writing their prompt, and
That's amazing.
and then
eyes,
and then this is what the hell you guys all came for. My awesomeness.
Your awesomeness. I love it. Mixed media.
So,
So
Hey,
tell
this
us
is the
about
kitchen.
these, man.
Look, this is the kitchen sink in all its glory. So these
nice.
paintings right here are acrylic, watercolors, gel pens, markers, ink pens, pretty much everything that I have in my arsenal is in this are in these paintings. My wood burning.
Oh man, look at that jack-o'-lantern, dude. Is that what is that
Uh,
in the back? The very back.
oh that. So
What?
this is my very first battle that I did with Freddie because my name is Jason and his name is Freddie. So we battled it out here on TikTok, and because our friends were too nice
Wow.
to pick a clear winner, which would have been me, uh, we we ended up tying in the votes. But
Nice.
this is the piece that I did um, to go against the man, the myth, and the legend. But
Big Head
these
Freddy.
yeah, Big Head Freddy. Oh my God, we got several arts in the house now. She's
Severed.
absolutely amazing.
Y'all, if you don't know Severed Art, stop the show. Go right now. Follow Severed Art. Absolutely love her work.
Right
These are these are some of my glass etchings that I do. Let's see, come on, focus.
now. Ooh.
Um, I etch because I
Similar.
hate Valentine's Day,
Yo, I see it
so
now.
so I put skulls and flowers and stuff in there, and I draw it onto the glass and I etch it by hand on here
Oh man,
and
that's
stuff.
amazing.
These are so. This is the other one that I do, and I put little tea lights in there. Like this one has the skull and butterfly and flowers, and I
Skull and
sell these.
butterfly and flowers. That's
You know, I
SART's.
sell these. I sell these for Valentine's Day, and I also sell them for whenever. They're the forever flowers. You
Right
know, they never
on.
die.
Right
And
on.
these are just some of my other paintings. I started painting about a year and a half ago now, and these were my horror movie paintings. Were my first paintings that I ever did.
Oh man, it's incredible.
And when I say I'm a man about the details, if, if I could zoom in there,
Yo.
And you and SA artistry, that tiny,
Wow, dude. You just made,
yeah,
yeah, you an
wonderful,
essay.
wonderful stuff, dude.
and you can come here to Michael, and I love putting things inside the inside their weapons of choice because you know it's what I do. Um, I I am a maximalist. I cannot have any unused space. I will make sure I put something in there.
Got you. Man, that's
I put
incredible
the
stuff, bro.
Familiar?
I put the I put the souls inside the fire of his victims.
Yes.
And this is the other one piece that I did. That was a prompt from Lady Shine. It took me 4 days. I was relentless on it because I wanted to get it done so I could show them. And this one was muzzled, secure in your love.
Right on.
And this is what I came up with.
I like it a lot.
Incredible, man. Incredible. You're right. The
And then
progression, Santiago.
and then these people, these are my daughter's paintings. That little girl, I love her so damn much.
Oh, right on.
These are my little girl's paintings,
Love it.
and then these people are all the people that I've traded with on TikTok,
Awesome.
and I get to wake up and see these every damn day. This is Big Heads.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I get to say I have a Freddy original in my house,
That's
and
amazing, man.
he has one of mine. But yeah, it's just a little bit of what I do.
Man, unbelievable. He wasn't
Oh,
kidding, folks, when he said mixed media. And you,
I'm gonna show you one more thing.
yes, sir. As
This
many
is
as you want,
my
man.
my daughter bought this for me for my birthday. This is a quote from Beetlejuice. It says, "This is my art and it's dangerous." And when my ex-wife asked her to explain why, she said it's because that her dad was amazing.
That's incredible, dude. Outstanding. Yes, sir.
And that
Yes, sir.
and that my art was dangerous.
That's awesome, man. And it's true. It's so true, man. So true. Well, you can see, guys. I mean, the dude is compassionate and he's caring and you know, it's okay. We're supposed to care. We're supposed to give a shit about each other. That's how it's supposed to work, right? That's what we're trying to do here, man. And I look, Hanson, I hope you believe me when I tell you, man. I respect you so much. I think you're a leader in terms of you're getting out front there and you're talking about some of these things that are really difficult to talk about. It does help a lot that you're an amazing artist, no doubt, right? It gives you a platform. But
Oh, it
once
does.
you get on that platform, if you don't have anything to say, it really don't mean shit, right?
Oh
And
yeah, definitely.
you step right out front, my brother, and you do take the calls, you do walk the walk. You literally don't sleep much because you stay up worrying about other people's stuff, and I'm grateful to you for those people that have never thanked you, man. I personally am grateful to you because I can tell you this, and I haven't shared this with you. I haven't told this to you. But there's been a couple times when I was kind of feeling kind of blue on this whole TikTok thing and feeling frustrated. And I didn't actually have a conversation with you. I was just in a live hanging out with you one night. And we were cutting up, laughing, and it's been a while back. Eric, the airbrush artist, was there. And y'all probably didn't even know I was having a tough day that day, but I was having a tough day that day. And you came in and shined a light, my brother, and I appreciate it, man. And we got people in the chat, man, a chat full of folks who will effort similar things, who work on lifting each other up, man. And that's because of you, bro. That's something you created, Hanson, and nobody can take that, man. You are truly a TikTok ambassador, man. I don't even know if that's a title, but we gonna make one right here. It's official. You are the first ever TikTok ambassador right here. The Gin
Yep.
Project's making it official.
Yep.
Chad Rev Art is going to be the notary on this deal.
Yep.
And
Stamped.
you are
Approved.
now the official ambassador to TikTok, and people should start referring to you as such. So from now on, folks, when you see Hanson, I
Ambassador
want y'all to
Hanson.
start calling him Ambassador Hanson. He showed
That's
up with a
right.
damn tie on because he's a
That's right.
professional. So
I really I
uh,
There
am.
it is.
yeah, yeah, you can call him the
It's
Honorable
official.
Hanson. You can call
Yes,
him,
Your Honor.
but Your Honor. But it's
Don't call me late for
official.
dinner.
It's official, right here. We're making it official. He is the official TikTok ambassador for the art world. And if you don't like it, come at me.
Come at me, bro.
Now everything they just said, forget all that. I'm just me.
Ambassador Hanson, when you go in his
Well
live,
said,
call him
Ambassador.
the honorable Hanson or Ambassador Hanson or Sir Hanson. Sir Hanson's pretty good. So let's hit up the chat while we're doing this with some honoraries that we can give to Mr. Hanson, please.
There you go.
I just want to also point out that Sean, a little bit in the chat, said I was handsome.
Yeah. He did.
And that
He's
covered
right.
and that covered for Sean because that man is good looking.
There you go.
The ambassador. Ellie, thank you. Thank you, Ellie.
Yep.
Am I pronouncing that correctly? Is it Ellie? Or,
Yeah, it's Ellie.
right on.
Okay.
It's funny. A lot of people call her Eli because that's what
Eli.
it's what it looks like.
Right.
And I don't know how many times I've had to nah, it's Ellie.
Ambassador Handsome Hanson. There we go. Night of the art table. Oh man, that's pretty good.
Oh, the
Universal philosopher
of absolute reality.
That's good
Nice.
shit right there too. That's amazing. She's from South Africa, Ellie is. Okay, cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So, Mr. Ambassador, is there anything that we haven't covered yet that you'd like to talk on related to your art or mental health or anything while we have the opportunity?
Darth
No.
Hanson.
Just that everybody stay amazing, and if you need me, you know how to find me.
Right on,
Sure.
man.
We actually do have a quick question. Ellie asked, "What inspires you, if not emotion?"
You guys.
Right on, man.
You guys
There it
all
is.
inspired me to work my ass off because the drive that I see every day from every single one of you guys pushes me that much harder to be that much more badass because I have a lot of keeping up to do.
Thank you, Theory. Right, right. Yes, you and me both, man. I'm inspired by the same thing. I'm here because of you guys. So, absolutely. Well, hey, look, I've told you this over and over again. I'm gonna tell you again, man. I respect the hell out of you. I love you. I think you're an amazing human being. I'm proud that I get to call you my friend. I hope I get to call you my friend. I am going to call you ambassador, though. So you just gonna have to deal with that shit. so, and I
I
believe
guess it is what it is.
so we now, Art Community, have an ambassador, and he's right here in front of you. He's wearing a tie. He's ready for service.
ready for service.
So today we talked a good bit about mental health. We got my friend Esme. We wore a hat today that's made by my friend Esme. Please check her out. It's amazing stuff. They're pretty inexpensive for a hat. If you're going to buy a handmade hat, come on. We got our good friend SA Artistries who has an event this weekend, 5 o'clock. It's going to be on the TikToks. Please support her. My buddy Chad, that's 5 o'clock Eastern. My buddy Chad Rev Art right here is going to be the person that is co-hosting. I'm going to show up at the event. Keefe's going to show up at the event. We sent out a team to try to kidnap Eric the Airbrush Artist, and they were unsuccessful. So Eric the Airbrush Artist will not be there, unfortunately, but he will be supporting her on the TikToks.
And my podcast will be dropping on March 15th. It will be on Spotify. You guys will be able to check it out. When it does get released, believe me, I'm going to share it to all you wonderful people so you can listen to me talk more about me.
Right on. So if we could, y'all, would y'all please give me some claps for Hanson in the chat? Please give me some claps for Hanson. On Mondays and Fridays, you got Rick the Muse who does a show. On Wednesday night, you got
there's
Pipes.
the podcast.
Right on. Follow my man here on his podcast. Thank you for all those claps, y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. He is well deserving of them. He is well deserving.
All for you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you all for stopping through today. We really appreciate it. We're putting together a piece. Chad is putting together a piece where we'd like you to drop all of these shows in there, the times. We realize there's going to be some that are at the same time, and that's okay. We're trying to get a list together of all the artists that are doing shows so we can support each other.
Stop the show. Stop the show.
Yes, sir.
Santiago's wife is here. I'm going to tell you a real quick story about Freddie and his amazing wife. He asked her for some tea. He asked her for some tea one night in December. She brought it to him, and he said, "Ooh, babe, that's hot." She said, "It's tea. It's supposed to be hot." And I will, as far as until he passes away, because he's going to pass away before me, because his head's so big. But I'm never going to let you forget that, bro.
Oh man.
So we got Nelly in here too. We just saw
Nelly.
Nelly Artistic Energies up in here. She has a show. Nelly, while we got a chance, real quick, drop your time in there. But also, Nelly, we got Chad Rev Art has put together a piece, kind of like that piece that he did where we were shouting out other artists. He's doing a piece now where we're going to shout out other shows. We're going to try to get a comprehensive post that has all the different shows on it so people can go kind of check things out.
Nelly, you'll never miss it. I'm always around.
And Nelly, y'all, in case you didn't know, was also the subject of one of the drawings, kind of like Chad, or the paintings on SA Artistry. She is in her black dress and red high heels strolling across the street in Chicago in that particular one. And I believe she has possession of it now at this point. Maybe we'll get to
And
see
I
it
believe
again
there's a
pretty
certain
soon.
there's a certain wall crawler that's in that made an appearance in that piece too.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
Also, if you don't know a thing about Santiago's wife Jay, she makes incredible stuff out of resin. And if you get a chance to see Santiago live when he's doing his thing, tell him to get the hell out of the way so you can see her stuff.
Right
That's
on.
JV.
Right
Yeah,
on.
it's right here. It's it's JAY 3373.
Yep,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yep, right
All
there.
right. Let me track
Gotcha,
that
Jay.
down real quick. Let me track that down. Y'all, please go follow Nelly Artistic Energy. Her Thursday is the next one is on February 8th at 8:30 Central Standard Time, and that's her art war. But it's not what you think. It's an hour long. It's an hour long. The artists all have an hour to do their painting. They come up with amazing stuff, and Nelly don't play that. So don't come up at Nelly's show talking mess because she'll
She
throw you
don't
out and
play.
block you. She don't play that. So
She don't play.
go up in there and don't disrespect the artist. Go in there and enjoy the show. Be supportive. If you don't like it, keep your mouth shut. You don't have to
Scroll
criticize.
on, fool.
Scroll on through. That's right. So please, please, please tune in.
Lady Shine in the house.
Lady Shine is going to be our guest on Thursday night.
Thursday.
Tomorrow, I'm going to have a conversation with Lady Shine, and we're going to do our prep work so that we can put on a good show. But yup, that is another person. The reason I asked her on my show is she spends her days supporting other artists. So I wanted to give her a platform to do that. So no worries, Lady Shine. We just appreciate you stopping through. We actually
I
in the
put a tie.
process of. He's got
Put
a
a tie
tie
on.
on, and Lady Shine, we made it official today that Hanson is now the official ambassador on TikTok for the art world. It is official right here. He should now be addressed as Your Honor or Ambassador or Sir or something like that. So when y'all go into his lives or when he comes into your live, let's please make sure we refer to him as Ambassador and give his proper due.
It's stuck. It's stuck. I'm sorry, Hanson. It's stuck.
Oh my God, you guys are too
So
much.
you can catch Lady Shines on this Thursday. I'm gonna have Eric the airbrush artist is gonna be on next Tuesday, and then next Thursday we're gonna have the lady herself, SA Artistries, is gonna be in, and she's gonna talk to us about her event this Saturday. She curtsies you, sir. In fact, she just curtsied you, Your Honor.
Oh, here.
So, and just to reiterate, Chad Red Art is putting out some content that's similar to the content that he did, where we put other artists, put all the artists that you like or that inspire you or
The
whatever on.
appreciation post.
We're going to do an appreciation post for all the other shows. So, if we didn't mention it today, we're going to try to get it on that post, and we hope y'all will do the same. Ambassador. Is there anything that I've messed up or that we need to discuss or that you would like to drop on these folks?
I like Darth Hansen. That's more my speed.
Darth
Thank you,
Hansen?
thank you, Italo.
Who's that? Who
Also,
gave you the Darth Hansen? All
uh,
right. Theria.
Theria Entertainment. Yeah.
Right on.
Also,
Thank you.
Italo and Zeb Theria Radio
Thank you,
also
Nelly.
are super amazing. Italo has a show on Fridays for poetry. They have multiple shows. They if you know someone that's musical, someone that's a poet that's independent, um, you can refer them to Theory Radio. They're helping promote independent artists and stuff that's out there. I've actually did an interview with Theory Radio. Whenever the magazine drops, I will be in there.
Right on. Right on. Ambassador's going to be in the damn thing, man. Hey. Well, Ambassador, I really appreciate you coming and talking to us. Chad, is there anything that you have for the ambassador before we turn him loose? Well, I mean, we may not get a chance to get him hemmed up like this again for a while, so.
Dude, thank you for being who you are, homie. Like,
And
you
no
are the
worries.
people we look for. Like, Mr. Rogers used to say, you always look for the helpers. Y'all, here he is.
This guy right here.
You
This
keep
guy right
spreading
here,
what you
y'all.
do, man. And don't let anybody slow you down. I'm glad you're here with us. Not only here with us on the show, but in general for the betterment of this globe that we live on, sir.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate every single one of you guys. And if I haven't said it before, I'll keep saying it. I love every single one of you guys, and I will continue pumping the shit out of your necks. If you don't ever let me hear you guys talk down about yourself, because I will not let that stand. And I guess from the ambassador, you can take that to the bank.
There you go. There
Hey,
you
folks.
go.
Here in about an hour and 20 minutes, you're going to be able to catch the Chad Rev Art Show. I'll be the co-host, and they're talking a little bit of shit to him today. And I have no idea what the show is going to be about because I was worried about making sure I took care of this dude right here today. So
It's going to be about chaos.
we're going to have some chaos on the Chad Rev Art Show.
Oh, I can't wait.
We got the
Oh, I can't
ambassador.
wait.
We got the ambassador holding it down. We got Lady Shines coming on Thursday show. She's going to talk to us about her part of the art world. And she's
There it
an
is.
inspiration.
The dark ambassador. I love it. That is
The
it.
Dark Ambassador. All right, as long as they include Ambassador in there, I'm okay with it. You can be dark as you need to be, bro. So thank you to Painting at Tiffany's, who is always holding it down for us, who never gets enough credit. She's always in the chat, always
Yes,
behind the
thank you,
scenes.
girl.
Painting at Tiffany's is my day one, y'all. Come at me about it, see what happens. Painting at Tiffany is the day one. No matter what happens, no matter where I go, if she wants to go, she'll be there with me. So thank you, Painting at Tiffany's. I appreciate you.
And
Thank you, Ambassador. Go ahead.
one thing about Painting with Tiffany, if you guys don't know, she just recently picked back up her paintbrush, and I'm truly excited for her
Yes.
because
Me too, man.
she finally broke that block and picked up a paintbrush.
We're all excited about that one for damn sure.
Absolutely. I think either one, Nelly. I think we can go with Dark or Darth Ambassador. I think both of those work. So thank you to Painting at Tiffany's. We love you. We care about you. Not like your husband loves you, but we love you. And please catch Chad Rev Art here in a little while. We got a show Thursday night with Lady Shines. I'm super excited about it. We'll get to talk to her tomorrow. We're going to put together a good show for you. Thank you, Ambassador. I respect you, man. Hanson, Jason, my friend. Thank you, brother. Thank you for being there, man. Thank you always for looking out for us. We appreciate you, man. I see you, and you were there on day one. The very first day the GID project went live, you were trying to help us get it right, man. So I appreciate you, sir. Chad Rev Art, you know I love you, brother. I tease with you all the time, but I love you dearly, man. I'm so happy that you're my friend, brother.
Big
I hope
love.
everybody else out there in the chat's having a good day. If you're not, I hope it turns around for you really quickly. Please follow each other, guys. We're about to shut this thing down. Thank you, Hanson. Thank you, Ambassador. Thank you, brother. Much love to you, sir.